What's up, guys? This is your boy Elvis Fancies 430, and today's we're going to be reviewing this movie called Elvis. Alright, so without further ado, let's get into the video. So, yeah, I saw this movie in the AMC theater, by the way, but yeah, so we're going to be talking about this movie called Elvis because this movie right here, it really shows you that, that no matter what it takes, you can do it. And, even if that means you have to go against the grain or if you have to disobey somebody, if you want something to happen or if you want somebody to be happy, then you're just gonna have to go for it. All right, you're just gonna have to go the extra mile for them. So yeah, so this movie is basically talking about the autobiography of Elvis Presley, right? So talks about his story, how he went from being very poor to being very wealthy. So yeah, and he did all that within a short amount of time, but hey, if he got to that point, then he got to that point. But yeah, so it all started when he was a kid, obviously. All started when he was a kid, or at least at some point in your life, right? Even if he wasn't a kid. But for him, it started when he was a kid, right? When he, got inspired to be basically a rock and roll artist. But yeah, so, he saw how people of my complexion, right? People who are of color, who he saw how they was dancing, how they was, getting along, and he wanted to do something like that. So that's what he did when he got older. But yeah, man, and it was sad to see that his dad went to jail though. But, and his mom and him had to move to a different area, basically where, there was predominantly black people, all right? So yeah, and it was only the white couple out there. So, you know how that is. But yeah, and Elvis Presley, right? When he became this rock and roll star, you know how it was, during that time when, people wasn't very accepted to it because this was back then, right? So, yeah, people wasn't very, accepting towards that. Obviously you had the ladies that loved it, but, I'm pretty sure there was ladies that didn't. But, yeah, he broke a lot of segregation laws because, he was dancing like a black person. He was acting like one. He was just, going crazy on stage. He was doing the wiggle, all right? Because if Elvis Presley doesn't do the wiggle, the audience isn't going to be very happy about that. And they're not going to be tuned in. So, in order to get them gravitating towards the show or whatever, you have to get them to be entertained, right? You have to get them tuned in and wanting them to come back every performance, every show, right? So, but yeah, so that's what Elvis Presley did on stage, and when he was singing to the people, and his manager didn't like that, and and other people they didn't like that at the time, so they basically wanted to sue him and his manager for doing that because in order for I guess to be a good singer in their eyes, you have to stop doing the wiggle because it basically shows you doing a black dance, which is against segregation laws at the time. And yeah, that's what the law that's what the law was at the time. If you did something like that, you can go to prison. And yeah, Elvis Presley obviously didn't want to go to prison, but but if that means that he has to basically get the fans happy, then I guess he'll have to go to that. All right, if the fans will be happy if he did the wiggle for maybe the last time, then yeah, then he's gonna have to do it. All right, whatever made the fans happy. And I love how Elvis Presley was just going against the grain and was going against what his manager was saying, just so his fans can have a good show. Elvis Presley just had to come to that realization that he need to be himself and not listen to other people because other people want him to be a certain way. He needs to listen to himself and do what's best for his career. And even if that means that he'll get sued, or even if that means that he'll be in debt or whatever, but at least he'll be in a good being a good standing when it comes to being a rock and roll artist. So yeah, and I love Tom Hanks in this movie when he played the manager. That was just amazing. So but yeah, people thought he was gonna play Elvis Presley, which couldn't be the case because he's too old for the role. So but I'm glad this person that played Elvis Presley, he did a good job too. So don't get me wrong, he did a good job, but I was like, nah, Tom Hanks, we gotta give prompts to him, right? We gotta give it up for him because he is still doing his thing in the basically the show business. So but yeah, shout out to Tom Hanks. But anyways, yeah, so that's basically how it went. So but yeah, and it made you want to shed a tear because because it was very sad, right? It made you want to shed a tear with somebody or just by yourself. So have your girlfriend, have your boyfriend, have your your family member or whatever, just have them stand right beside you, or have them sit beside you and just shed tears with you. But now this is a great movie, and this movie was phenomenal for what it was. So guys, if you want to see this movie, go check it out. All right, but yeah, so I'll have to rate this movie to be a 11 out of 10 for all being an amazing movie. So, but anyways, that's pretty much it for today's video. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, let me know about your thoughts about the Elvis movie if you've seen it. All right, did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you somewhat like it? Did you somewhat dislike it? Let me know. Let me know about that in the comment section down below. All right, so yeah. And with that being said, guys, I'm gonna talk to you guys later. So yeah, stay tuned for more old school later content, and peace.